Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a great day. I am. I'm just relaxing. My husband had to take my daughter to Sarasota, so I decided that I would do some slow stitching and work on my embroidery journal so that we can finish it up. I have this one. I have my little journal that I'm making with the Band-Aid box. I want to finish that up, and then I have my folios for my tags I need to finish up because I'm in a collaboration in August and I want to get started on it. So far this is the journal. If you're just stopping by for the first time, oh, very, very warm welcome. I tried to answer as many comments as I could this morning. It took 2.5 hours. I answered 68. I thought I'd get to at least 100, but I didn't. So this is the journal so far. This was the paper bag that we covered, and I just folded it over. I glued this side down, and it has a pocket here. And then this envelope Daisy gave as a freebie on her Facebook site, French Cottage Shabby Daisy. And I put a little slot here before I glued it onto here. So I'll be able to get, like, I'll show you. See if I can find a little tag or something. I'll try this little envelope. I waxed this. I did some waxing this morning, and I'll show you. But this just, you know, could slide in there, okay? And then we have another pocket here. For example, we could put something like this in. This has been waxed. As you can see through it. And I just wax everything with beeswax, and I have done that before on video. I'll try and find that video and link it in the description box below. But then that could go there, okay? So that's that, and then we have the two signatures, one there and then one here. And then on the back of this is going to be Nora. She's going to go here. And on the front, we have Francois, and she is beautiful. I did some gold foiling. I did a little bit of pink chalking here. And then I put this very pretty netting over her. And she's going to go here. So you'll have her on the front, and you'll have her on the back. Okay? I haven't finished her yet. She's been waxed, but she's on cardstock, so you can't see through it as much, but you can still see through it. But I just wanted that effect. It feels really good. It looks good, and I really like the look of it. So that's that so far. So today, I was just relaxing, waiting for my husband to get home. And I thought I'd turn on the camera and show you what I'm doing on this one, and then show you what I've done so far on this one, and show you how to do it, and how all I've done is just tacked it down with the glue stick here and on both sides to hold it onto this little piece of linen. Just get rid of these threads. There we go. And then this is our little needle book that we made. We made on camera together. Why does that get hooked on there? I think I might wrap it around. Well, I don't know. I guess it's okay. This is the little needle book we made. Well, it's coming untied. That's all right. I've been in and out of it so many times. My daughter wanted to see it before she left. She's coming back, so, which is nice. She'll be back Wednesday. So you just open it up, and I collage this on the inside. I cut this off and put New York Embroidery House up there. And you flip the page. This I got from my friend Celeste at Woodland Inspired. She sells these in her shop, and I'll leave the link below. And then my embroidery needles, some sewing needles, pins, and then just some vintage and antique little pieces of lace and doily. That's not a doily, it was on a table runner, and I just cut it up. And then just some fabric. This is some sheets right here, and then some lace. And then I made this little lace card by collaging these pieces on, and then I had Fussy cut this flower out of a misprint and put that on. And this is sewn on with the longest thread, so all you have to do is like take a little seam ripper and pull that, and the fabrics and things will come off if you would like to use it, you know, in slow stitch or what have you. Instead of the felt, I used a vintage quilt that I had over there. And then you turn the page, and this is for notes, if you wanted to write notes or what have you on what you're doing or what you want to make, or, you know, stitches that you would like to do or learn. And then I put these on, I collaged these on from a misprint. And then that's the back, and there's one of the little hats too. And then I put the 3 pamphlet stitch on the outside so I could use this as the closure. So then you just tie it up. I always go around twice so that it stays when I tie it. And then just, I went around that button so that it would, there we go. And pull it tight. There. And that way it kind of stays closed. And then you just slide it into this little pouch that I made out of an envelope that Daisy had given in her Facebook site as a freebie a while ago. And then you just pull this down here. And I just want to make sure that this is out far enough because it seems to have gotten hung up a little bit. There. And I just punched this out of one of the, you know, it's just, I punched little holes. And you just go around like this. I'm just going to go loosely. And there you go. So that's it so far. And now I'm working on this, which is just a blanket stitch. And you just, I poked holes all the way around. If you can see better on this side because I waxed it. You don't have to wax it. I just did because I like the look. But so I punched holes with my needle all the way around. So I knew, you know, it's easy to get your needle in and out if you do that. So you go through the back like this. And you pull your string. I'm using cotton embroidery floss. Now the cotton is different than the DMC. It's thicker, so you only need 1 strand instead of 6. And I'll show you the difference in a minute. And see how I'm doing it? I went through there and I'm just gonna pull it. And I'll do it again so you can see that. So you go through the back like this. I've done this before on camera, but I'm doing it again for those of you who are new. And you pull it through. Now see where that loop is? You're going to put your needle through there, and you're going to come back in through there and just pull it. And I'm not pulling it real tight. I'm going to find where my next hole is. And this is very relaxing. I really enjoy it. Whether it be on fabric or paper, it doesn't matter. I slow stitch on everything. So then I'm going to go again and find my hole. Right here, find my hole, that I punched with my needle, and all I did was I held it down and I poked a hole. See how I'm just poking those holes? Just like this. And you could poke your holes on anything, you know, a book or anything. So I'm going to come up through this hole, maybe. This is my next hole. And I do have a long string for this because I like to try and get all the way around with one, but sometimes I don't, which is fine. So then you just pull it. And then the next hole. And there's a dozen videos out there. There's some books that you can get for, you know, embroidery or slow stitch. This is called a blanket stitch. So see how I'm holding it with my finger? And now I'm going to go through there and just pull it. And then, and I'm not pulling it real tight because I like that look of the blanket stitch being a little bit looser. Come through and back in through here. Try not to get it all tangled. It's hard to do when you have a longer thread, but you can do it. I promise. And you pull it. So I'm going to keep it to the left. I'm going to find my little hole here. And I'm going to go up through here. Keep that on to the left. Get it a little bit closer. And put it through before I pull it. Like this. And pull it up. Okay? And we'll go all the way to the corner. And we'll go back in through here. It's hard to do on camera. And we're going to go back through here like so. And I'll do a few more. 2 more. I'll do this. I'll round the corner for you so you can see how that's done. It's very simple. Whoops. And you're going to go through here. Now I'm at my corner, right? So I'm going to go in this corner. Oh dear. I'm going to go into this corner, okay? And I'm going to go through, but I'm going to pull it a little bit tighter because before I turn my corner, I want to go through that again. Just makes it look a little bit neater. So I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to pull this over there. So see how I went through twice? Now I've got a rounded corner. See how I'm going around the corner. Then I'll go back through here. And again, I'm going to go through there. And I'll do one more. And this is a print that is much bigger, but I sized it down so it would fit inside the journal. Okay, so far that's how it looks. So I'll put this aside and I'll show you the other one that I'm working on. Oops, that's okay. Let's put it down here. So then this is the one I'm working on now. And I just, you know, tacked it down with some glue stick, just in a few places, okay? And I don't worry about the back because you're not going to see the back. So I thought I would use some of my thread from India. It is satin thread. I mean silk. It's silk. So let's just get one strand, because I'm going to make some French knots, so I only need one, because I'll double it in the needle, because I'm using very fine needles for this one because of the paper. The other one I was using an embroidery needle. So let's see if I can get this through my fine needle head there. Just cut that. And let's see. See, this is one of my gold head needles that I sew like buttons and things on with. And it did go through fine. Okay, so now I need to make a knot. This is beautiful, 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 beautiful thread. And it is silk, but it's from India. And a friend sent it to me. I don't know where you'd get it. It comes, oh my gosh, I put it on these pieces of cardboard so far, but it comes like all braided in a box that she sent it to me in, small box. And I've been unbraiding it and wrapping it onto some of my, what do you call them? Insta ink box pieces. So it comes all braided, and then you unbraid it and untie it and very carefully wrap it. Oops, there's a piece coming out. And it's time consuming, but it's worth it. And I have like so many different colors. But they actually make sari silk out of these threads, sari outfits. They embroider on the sari outfits with this. There you go. Her name is Jafa, Jafa. So I've only got, I don't have that much left to do. I've got those done, those done. This is almost done. I have 2 boxes that are other ones that are finished. So it's very soft, it's very silky, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to, I did tie that, okay. So I thought I'd add some purple ones. So I'm just going in to one of these little places on the paper, and I'm going to make a French knot. So I'm just going to pull the thread, and I'm going to put it down on my board, and I'm going to go around it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and go right beside it and hold this tight with your thumb and pull it, and it will make a knot. Okay, so then we'll do a couple more. These are a little bit bigger because I used the silk, but I used 2 strands. For this, I'm only using 1. I could probably use 2. No, I'll just use the 1 because I only used 2 for this, and this was the DMC, which is this here. And what I do is when I use the thread, I keep it over here so I know that these are the colors I'm using, so that I'm not like, okay, which blue did I use? I keep it separate, okay? So that's the DMC. that's the cotton, which is only one strand. See, this is the cotton and this is how it comes, and that's only one strand. But I used two to make, no, I only used one to make these, but it's cotton, so it's heavier. I'll show you. Oops. See how much heavier it is. So I only used one strand, but it made a larger knot. But the silk, I thought I had two strands in there, but now it looks like I only have one. So let me look. Yes, I do only have one. So I think what I'm going to do is double this up, which is easy to do. So I'm going to go through, I'm actually going to go through there again and make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So now I'm using two because I doubled it. That other one was only one. So 1, 2. I'm only going to go around twice because I've already made one knot. I want to make, I'm putting this in again because just to make it a little bit more prominent. There we go. That's much better. The other one you can barely see. So now I'm using two strands. I thought there were two strands in there, but there wasn't. So now I'm just going to go in another one. I'm not paying much attention to what the original flower looks like. I'm just making my own flowers. So for this one, I'll go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to stick it right beside that hole. I'm going to hold this down with my thumb here, and I'm going to now pull it and keep that tight until it pulls, okay? So that you have a little knot there. And then I think I'll put one, maybe, I'll show you how to do the blue lines as well. So I'm going to put another one, say right here. It's nice to mix up your threads if you have different threads. If you don't, just use whatever you have. 2, 3. I'm going to go around 4 times just to make it a little bit bigger. Just because, no special reason. Some I like to make a little bit bigger, some smaller, because no two flowers are alike. See how pretty that looks? It just gives it a little bit of dimension. And now I might choose to, like this is a different color pink and this is different color pink. I might choose a different color purple or lavender. I might switch to a yellow. I'm gonna go like here and do another one. 1, 2, 3, and right beside that stitch, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to hold this down and pull it until it pulls, and you've got a nice little knot. Okay, so I'm just going to leave my thread here so I can show you how I'm doing these blue lines. Take another needle, get my blue thread, and what I do is I just take my thread. I'm really sorry about my croaky voice. I'm actually not feeling very good, but I wanted to show you this before I finished it. I'm okay if I'm just laying down on, you know, or resting on the couch or laying down, but I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow because this has been going on too long. So there's one, And all I do need is one because I'm going to double this up to make 2 instead of bringing in 2. Because I'm using one of my fine thread needles. Actually going to use this one. And if you want to know how I made this pin cushion, I did make it on video. You just have to go back some videos and see. It just says pin cushion because I couldn't remember the name of it. There's a special name for it, but they're fun to make. Let me bring this closer. Even with my glasses, it's hard to see. I cut my finger this morning on a box that had, right here, that had the serrated edge. I was getting some parchment paper while I was waxing. And when I went to tear it, my finger went right across it. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to need stitches. It just kept bleeding and bleeding. But it finally stopped. So I just put a knot on it, and I have 2 strands because I doubled it. And now I just go through here, and I'm just going to follow these lines. And if you have this kit, you don't have to do this. I just am because I like to slow stitch. So I go through here, and then I'll go down through here. And like I said, I'm just following the lines. And now I'm going to go beyond that and come up here, right? And go backwards to where I just came down. I hope I'm close enough. See? And now I'm going to go back through that stitch, or next to it, oops, right here. And I'm going to follow this right over to here. But see how it's right down here? That's okay. I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to do it twice. And that will fill it in. So basically, I'm just filling in the lines. And it's very fun, and it's very relaxing. And yes, you can sew on paper. Or hand stitch on paper. It's so much fun and so relaxing. Now, I could have printed this on fabric and done the same thing. But I thought, well, let's try it this way. And I really like the look. So that's all I'm doing, is basically just following all those little lines. Like that. And yes, it does take time, but all art takes time. Although it really doesn't take much time if you're not doing it on camera. Like anything else I do. Through here, and then down through here. And that's all you do. Okay? So I'm going to leave this aside and show you what other ephemera I've made so far for our journal, for my journal. I really am enjoying this very much. So there's that. And then on this one, I'll do the same thing with some lines, maybe a few flowers. And then I thought I'd do some French knots in here with the same color. Okay? So there's those. And then the little needle book. And there's the topper. I'll move this back onto my jar. It's It's so handy to have on your desk if you wanted to make one. I do the full tutorial on how to make that and the, you know, put it on the jar. So I'll just put my threads there. Okay, so then I took this envelope, which was like this. I put a slit in it, and then I attached it to this fabric, and I stitched all the way around with my sewing machine, but you don't have to. You can just use Fabri-Tac or something and glue it down. And then inside here is just a little piece of ephemera from one of the kits. I forget which kit, but I will be able to put that in the link below. It was part of the ephemera from, I think, Pink Cotton, but I'm not positive. And that just slides right inside here. And you can write on the back of it. Okay. And then I put just a little rose from my stash that I have here. And that just holds it down. And I did line this and here and here with some a little light cardstock, just so that it would go in and out easily. And then I just put some pink lace there. And that's it for that. And then I already showed you her, which I still have to do her edges in gold. And then this I waxed. And let me see if I can find something so you can see through it. For example, let's see. Like if I put it on here, see how you can see through it? I'll take it away and I'll put it back. Okay, so that's the difference. If I wax this, it would look the same. You'd be able to see through it. So there's those pieces. There's some more pieces of ephemera. I haven't finished cutting that out yet. Whoops. This is waxed here. And then here's a tag. Whoops. And another one right here. These come with the kit. These I had from a different kit, but I wanted to put them in this kit because I love them. This one doesn't look like it's cut very well. Oh, hold on, let me just trim it out. So my ephemera is almost done. Then I wax this. As you can see through it. It's like vellum now. And I just love this. It says little girl. And this is printed on linen paper. That's why it has all these little threads. Swarthmore linen paper. You can get it at Walmart. That's the least expensive I've found it. I think I really like the texture of it. And then these were some flowers that I had fussy cut out of another kit when I did another Journal of Daisies, and I hadn't used them. But what I think I'm going to do is put them on this French book page as like a journaling card, and I'll back it with some cardstock. So I'll take one page maybe and make like a journaling card from it, you know, back it so it's more sturdy. So there's that. And then this is just a check from one of her newer kits. I love it. And then this is from an older kit that I had in my file. And these are from the embroidery kit. And I don't know what I'm exactly going to do with these yet. Whether I'm going to make pockets or I don't know yet. So there's those. And then let's see what else. Nope, that's just extra laces and things. And then I have the journal here. And like I said, we did the pocket here. And you know, this can slide in and out. And then you can put another something here. And I cut this before I glued it onto here. And there's one. I have a pocket here still. and then you flip it, and I forget where she is. Where is she? She'll go on the back like that. And then you flip it, and this. So you could go back some videos to see how I did this, because I put the paper down first after I made the Z-fold with the paper bag. This is a paper bag. It's 2 paper bags actually. And then I covered it with the papers, and then I put this paper bag on and glued this down flat so this could flip open here. And then I put the lace on. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back with a walkthrough, hopefully by Tuesday. But it depends on how I'm feeling. So until the next video, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. If you have any questions, please leave them in the link below. Bye-bye, everybody.